Yo guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be going over a beginner's guide and Exoria World's End so that you guys can get past the early game and get into the mid game without losing a life. But just before I start, I've got a notepad that's going to go over a lot of things that will come up in the start game. But I just want to say that I do not cover, or I probably will not cover, every little thing that this game has. But I'm going to cover most of the things that are pretty much essential to make sure that you don't die and that you aren't confused when you play the game. So before you actually play the game, make sure you join their Discord. There's an FAQ in there, and that'll answer a bunch of questions and probably some things that I didn't cover in this video, and their Discord link will be down in the description below. So when you start out, you'll start out on this beach, and you'll be just like this guy, level 1 novice with nothing. Just before I tell you where to go and what you guys can do, I want to explain what's down here. The hearts are your lives. This game runs on a life-based system. If you lose all 3 lives, you get wiped. To the right of that is your money. Your money buys you your weapons and buys you your armor, buys you basically everything except for your class and skills. To the right of that are souls. These souls you'll get from killing mobs, and you use these to get your class skills from the trainer, which will be explained later on. Alright, now with all those explained, you're going to want to figure out what race you are. The FAQ in the Discord will tell you what race you are based on the color of your hair and possibly the color of your skin. And after you figure out what race you are, from here, you're going to want to follow where I go because we're going to go to the town. The town is where you'll buy all of your stuff at the beginning, and it's where you'll go if you need to, like, just to be safe to go AFK or to go back and buy something else. But again, follow where I'm going. I'm probably going to speed this part up, and just follow where I go and you'll get to the town. Alright, now we're at the town. You're going to want to remember where this is at. Every time you rejoin the game, you will spawn back there on the docks area, and you'll want to run out here to the wild to do whatever you need to do. But now that you know where the town is at, you're going to want to get your magic. Your magic has self-heal, and self-heal is super useful for when you're in combat and you can't really escape and you need to heal really quickly. So to get your self-heal, you're going to want to go over to the Orcs and just punch the Orcs a few times. The reason I'm saying go to the Orcs is because they're the safest thing to fight at the moment. So just follow where I go and you'll get to the Orcs. We're exiting from this point, which is right to the left when you enter from over there. So follow exactly where I go.
So I know that there's no time to waste every second with you. I worry about when you go away.
Alright, right in here are a few Orcs. This one, for example, you're just going to punch it. I don't know, give it a good 10 punches, maybe even just kill it, and you will unlock your magic. And after you have your magic, probably go back to the town and continue watching this video. I'm going to go ahead and cut back there and explain a few more things. Alright, now that we're back at the town, I'm going to explain magic. Your magic has something very important called self-heal, and this is going to be used to heal yourself when you're out in the wilderness fighting things and you get to low HP and you can't really run away. All of the magic that it's available right now will be on your screen, and it will show you the button combinations that you do. But for example, self-heal is going to be VERV, and then after you type those letters in, you're going to click on your mouse, and it should use your magic. As you can see right there, it casted the self-heal. I'm already full HP, so I'm not going to get any health from it, but that's how you do magic. Now, after you've learned magic, you're going to want to go back to the Orcs, and you're going to want to kill them to get a few levels, but you want to specifically get to around 75 gold because there's going to be a bunch of things that you want to buy. So, pause this video, go get 75 gold, level up, and just one thing real quick. Those Orcs will drop crystals. Those crystals give not a temporary, but a permanent small increase to your stats. So there's crystals for all 5 of these, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure about Faith. I'm pretty sure there's Faith because I haven't upgraded this at all and I have 36 in it. But they'll drop one of these crystals. Just use it as soon as you get it. It'll give you a small increase to your stat and it's permanent. But yeah, like I said, go kill Orcs, level up a bunch, but specifically get to around 75 to 100 gold and then come back here. Alright, once you have your 75 gold, there's going to be a couple things you buy here. First, you're going to want to run over to the guild recruitment, or the guild hall, which is right here. and you're going to run inside and talk to this guy. Once you talk to him, he's going to say, what can I do for you? And you're going to click on quests. This guy, I think, has 2 quests as the time I'm making this video. And he's going to have you, like, I actually forget what the quests are. But whatever the quests are, you're going to want to go do them. And they'll actually give you quite a bit of XP for being a low level. But after you do that, you're going to want to make your way out of the guild hall and head down here to Fighter's Chance or something. A Fighting Chance. And in here, you're going to either want to buy the sword or the dagger. These aren't permanent weapons, but they're just temporary so that you have a little bit of a damage boost when fighting. Because based on what class you pick later, which we'll get into later, you're going to buy that weapon. But for now, buy one of these because these are good early game weapons, and then we're also going to get a really good early game armor. So the armor is the Ghoul's armor, I'm pretty sure. And it should only be 20 gold. I can't really get in there anymore, but just follow where I go from the town over there. You're going to come out this gate, and to the right there's a elevator. You'll see here just in a second. Right here is the elevator. You're going to want to go ahead and bring down this elevator. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up too. And then hit the lever again and you'll go up. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up again. Alright, once you're at the top of the elevator, pull out your magic and type in CER and then click, and that'll bring out a light orb. This light orb is going to be extremely helpful for going through the crypt because it is pitch black in there. But just follow where I go from the elevator and I'm going to take you straight to the ghoul armor. And you can just run past everybody. You don't have to fight them. But if you want the XP and the gold, you can go ahead and fight them. They're not that strong. But just come through here, up those stairs, around here, up the ladder. Up here, you're going to want to kill this one. So go ahead and kill this guy. And then once you're here, there's no mobs. Inside here, there's going to be the ghoul armor. You can kind of see it back there. Probably not able to see it on the video, but it's back there. To get in there, I can't get in there anymore because I don't have the basic roll. But you go up to this little hole right here, and you just spam roll to get through that. And then you obviously do the same thing to get back out. But after you've bought that ghoul armor, go ahead and head back to town and then start playing this video again. I'm going to go ahead and cut back there and explain the next stuff. Alright, once you're back at the town, the next thing you want to do is go back and kill orcs or pirates. You're going to want to kill these orcs or pirates to level up and until you have about 7,000 to 10,000 souls so that you can get every skill from your class. So here you're probably going to level up to like past level 10, but it's going to be super helpful to have those 7,000 to 10,000 souls because as soon as you get your class, you're going to be able to instantly get all the skills for it. But again, I'll explain classes later. For now, just go ahead and get your 7,000 to 10,000 souls. I recommend killing the orcs. The pirates can be kind of strong, but if you want to test your luck, you can try and go kill the pirates. They give a little bit more XP. But yeah, get over here, kill these orcs, get 7,000 to 10,000 souls. Remember to use any crystals that you get so that you can get the temporary or the permanent small increase to your stats. And yeah, after you have the 7,000 to 10,000 souls, head back to town. Now I'm going to explain the classes. Alright, so classes. There are 5 classes, I believe. There's hammer, spear, dagger, monk, and sword. I'm a sword class, but sword isn't the best. If you want to have an easy time with the game and get one of the 2 best classes, I'd recommend either going spear or monk. I'm pretty sure monk is the best class at the moment, so if you want the easiest possible time, go for monk. But if you don't know, like if you know what class you want to go for but you don't know where it's at, I'll have a link in the description to a video that I did a couple days ago that shows every location for every single trainer in the game at the moment, except for Dash Trainer, which is another video that will be uploaded just a little bit after that, but that's not really that important. All it does is give you the dash, and you don't want that right now. So just figure out what class you want, go to the description, figure out where that trainer is at, and then once you get there, you're going to talk to the trainer. I can't really display this, but I'm going to go back to my sword trainer and see if he can do anything to try and help you guys, but I'm going to explain what goes on when you get to your trainer and what you're going to want to do to get your skills. So I'm at my sword trainer. I'm going to go ahead and click on him. He's going to say he's not going to say your name and then what brings you here or whatever they normally say. He's going to say something about like wanting to teach you or something, I believe. And you just want to say, I want to learn, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna do that, and you're going to need these souls that you got from killing the orcs, and you're going to click on the learn button. Now, right now, I have nothing left to learn for sword class, but it's going to teach you a skill. Now, it's not going to tell you how to use these skills, but guess what? That's answered in the FAQ in their Discord. So go ahead over to their FAQ and figure out how you use those skills. But for you guys, I'm going to have on screen all the buttons that will do your skills. It's mostly just shift and a button. So like for example, mine's shift and left click, and then shift and right click, and then left click and right click. I don't even know what the third one does, but it does something. Still haven't figured out. But after you do that, you're going to want to learn all your skills, and then here's the part where you're going to get your class gear. You're going to want to go to the Trello link, which is in their FAQ, and you're going to want to figure out which equipment is the best for you. The Trello link has every single piece of equipment in the game on there, and it will tell you the stats of it. Now, based on your class, you're going to want to figure out which equipment is the best for you, and you're going to want to kill things and save up for that equipment. It'll also sometimes tell you the location of the equipment where the piece of equipment is at on the Trello link, but I don't think it does all the time. I was looking at some armor earlier, and it didn't tell me the location of the armor, but that's okay because you can ask around in the Discord, and someone will tell you. But after that, after you've killed whatever you can kill and get your class gear, you're out of the early game. You're pretty much in mid-game / end game for what's out right now. And by that, I mean you have not the best equipment, but some pretty mid-game equipment, and you can take on just about any boss, as long as you have a few people. But I have a few tips for you just before I end the video, and these should help you if you get stuck anywhere along the process. Tip number 1, use my gold method. I have a video, another video a few days ago that showed a quick and easy way to get gold, and you don't have to fight a thing. You're not going to get XP from it because it's using trinkets, but it's a very fast way to get gold. So if you don't want to kill things, you don't want to risk losing a life, and you just want to go straight to the gear, you can. But you're going to have to kill things to get souls. There's no way around that. Again, when you're fighting, it can be hard. Don't die. But a tip to get out of combos that mobs are like, when they're comboing you, like say you're up against 2, maybe 3 mobs, and they keep hitting you and you can't get out, you're going to want to roll out of your combos. I find it easier to roll out with the basic dot, or basic roll, than with the dash. That's why I'm saying don't get the dash yet. Keep the basic roll, and then once you have good enough gear, get the dash. And then last one, don't do bosses alone unless you know what you're doing. If you're going to do a boss, especially at a low level, go with a party until you can learn the boss, and then once you're a higher level for that boss, you can start doing it alone. If you do bosses alone, they give way more XP. They don't give any more gold than they normally do, but they give way more XP because XP starts to lower, or starts to decrease the more people you put in your party, and the more people you put in your party, the higher the boss's health. So sometimes going alone is better, but don't go alone unless you are 100% ready, because you could just very easily die. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Hopefully this beginner's guide helped you guys out. And if it did, make sure to subscribe and like. I'll have a bunch more tutorials out on this game, and just overall content posted on this game whenever I find something to do. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.